Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter phasing to the universe of Final Fantasy XIV and he is Lahee Eshkree. And things are not going our way. We have to talk to this person for some reason. I don't remember why anymore. Factual folklore. How's the fort is eyeing you with interest? You're the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs? Oh. Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrain front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Delamont's mind? If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, is that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. We win over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls a distant fire for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare the sticks using muddy puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be a quality meal, that's true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not wait a lurking muddy puppy in Danifan Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it wakens muddy puppies by clogging their mucous glands, drying their skin. Dark cider vinegar, an exceptionally pungent vinegar made from fermenting Cortus-grown apples. Well, here we go. Well, nothing to it. Let's see if we can win some hearts or some stomachs. Is there a difference? No time to deal with big stuff. I am slightly unprepared. Much better now. This thing doesn't look appetizing at all. Well, that's what I was asked. That's what I'm gonna deliver. Didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. No, here it is. A cross-section of meat is sliced from the tail of a spotted muddy puppy. The bone has not been removed. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near a mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any row? This should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a mink cooking steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute 10 to the hungry knights here. And up above. What magics do you use? Does it involve Ifrit? Can you teach me? You there, lad, don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Well... Muddy Puppy steak. The rubbery texture of Muddy Puppy meat will ensure your jaws grow exhausted before your belly grows full. Consider yourself obliged. Yes, yes. I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. Just tell them you're taking too much time to finish your meal. Yeah, I'll at least receive a heart meal before we march to die in this godforsaken waste. Consider your wishes heard. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Halon's blessing be upon you, my friend. Muddy Puppy meat or no, it is the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. I wonder why the cook chooses mud puppy. Isn't there anything else better around this place? I mean, I am in a winter wasteland. Ever must we train to maintain your skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance? This type of sustenance? You are a godsend, my friend. Do you appreciate the house during there must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard? Well, everybody does seems pleased. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? You yourself said it's not good food, but, well, you yourself said it's better than nothing. Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons of the infirmary, so rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Senota? She's doubtless preoccupied with the health of her patients. So preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Roger that. Time is a resource you can afford to squander. You must gain entrance to the stone visual without further delay. I'll work on that. What is said? Oh, I see. If the Enterprise is inside the stone visual, then we must convince Lord Drinamon to cooperate. Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm buzzing attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Take a break and eat something, so you can better tend to your patients. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I will eat the rest right away. And for some reason I get raptor stew. I shall consume it. The best inventions. Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new alembic. Might I have a word with you, Lahee? It concerns the chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see? So I used some of their broken equipment to craft more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kind of familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of the 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperature of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. I must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. I mean, you studied the stuff. I'll get your stuff. You're in goodwill since you be our only course of action from this place. That is one. That is two. Thank you. And that is 3. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Ice Sprite core. So cold, those cores are set to freeze the very air around them, making them perfect for cooling drinks on a especially hot day. This good enough? What an amazing device, but it is truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder, where did the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. The earnest efforts are but a means to as an yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be aware associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Yeah, congratulations. You help a lot of sick people stay sick. I hope you're proud of yourself. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. I'm questioning if he really has justice as his objective. Things are far to come. Influencing Inquisitors. City is concerned about Inquisitor Guillaume. Before we can persuade Lord Drillemont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Cortes. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrimfront. Share your finds with Alfino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Roger that. Inquisitor Guillaume? Yes, of course. I know of him. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrimfront several months ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled this exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My road took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Think it was a wayward traveler. I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me. Carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. I guess as long as you don't mess with his trials. Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say that he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such godly, righteous men to protect us. Could be an act. He is way overzealous about his job. Inquisitor Guillaume? Oh. I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at the Witch Drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. What do you have to say about Gillian? The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halon's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. You okay, Alfina? In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. It tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? Well, people seem to like him a lot, or are afraid of him. Maybe both. It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Lahee. Mayhap they will provide insight into the Inquisitor Killer's motivations. So many levels. Let's do that. Oh, that is actually a weapon I can use. By the lights of Ishgard, Alfino appears to be in deep thought. Something troubles me about that Wonder Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the Eastern Gate. Yes, but the main road leads to the Southwestern Gate. Since we have arrived at in Whitebrain Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the Eastern Gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which should imply the Inquisitor came from north of the Eastern Gate, not south. But it cannot be so. What lies that way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assume, Serge. The Lot is not misremembering. The Inquisitor behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery? Good plan. You have a good head on your above these shoulders, boy. Just try to be less cocky about it, okay? Okay, the city is over there. I guess I should try to earn some goodwill here. Come on, people die. Not people, just dead. Dragons, okay. What to do? Back to what I was doing. So there's the city. That's indeed strange. Ooh, it come from this. Can the Inquisitor fly? Let's it down there. And how do I get down there? Alright. There must be a way to get down there without breaking my legs. If I'm careful enough, I can always use an Etherite to get out of those sticky situations. We're just exploring this pathway. What in the heck happened here? What are these things? What is this? This is not good. What do we have here? Bloody encyclical. The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment to the position of Inquisitor. How long has he been here? And why is there a corpus of a dragon here? This is strange. This is so very strange. Yeah, so that's how we get there. I have bittersweet meals. You found something, did you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Ghislaine. Newly come to Cortes and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the reason of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Lahee, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Roger that. So many open coffers. And so little use for them. Book of Metro. It's not better? Oh. Intelligence, minds, a bit more vitality. But this one has determination and spell speed. Yeah. And yeah, okay. Believe you. Yeah. Blood for blood. Alfino is determined to discover Inquisitor Ghislaine's true identity. Since Lord Lemon has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of two high houses? I mean, the cook did say that the Lord listens and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide a testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jalaot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Truth is always better than lies. That's not actually always true. Huh. But in this case it is. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? I have really weird news to share. The Inquisitor is an impostor? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Ponela. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. I can respect that. You, I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Unfortunately. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. You're acting a bit suspicious, don't you? You know, don't you? For it take me, I pray this day would come. With Sir Jolot gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolot and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward, whose robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I know him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolot to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim front, Inquisitor Ghislaine was heralded as a hero. Soon came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess it to Lord Trilamont. I want to put an end to this madness. But then I will remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing. Until Lord Francels was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept the draconian rosaries in his chest hidden southwest the Whitebrim front. So I took several of his chests and implanted 10 in shipments bound to Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered as evidence of conspiracy. See against House Highlandart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other trials, and that's the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. So, you planted the rosaries. It wasn't them that overplayed his hands, yet the results are all the same. Thank you very much. Your help is much appreciated. What? Oh, it's outside and complicated. Let's ignore it. We haven't noticed. The position so strange of this fate. Am I even going the right way? I'm not going the right way. Where am I supposed to be? The brand of unbelievers and enemies of the Holy See. Draconian rosaries. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. You sure? Take a look at this. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? For you take me, the Inquisitor is an heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Lahee, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must need beg your assistance. Help me and my knight bring this infernal impostor to justice. You've got it. The heretic among us. Yeah. Lord Drillamont requires your assistance in bringing the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guilherme to justice. Was this game made before or after Among Us? I think it was before. Like, this game is more than 10 years old by this time. And this is the very first set of this is the base game. But yeah, an Impostor Among Us, that's why it's not the invention of the game Among Us. I believe that the phrase actually inspired the name of the game. But yeah. Lord Drillamon requires your assistance in bringing the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guilherme to justice. Okay. The thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. I'll stake him and his Dervanian allies. I am told he makes for no cloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If you hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Let's do this. Bring me your strength, Lahee. Together, let's put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. I want you in that. Let's do this. Let's see, where? Okay. Is the correct gate? Yes. Run, 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 run! Interesting. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Dilemon arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If we refuse to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? You have two options on how to trigger this event. Huh. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Hallown's house. Only the wicked... But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Hallown. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Trilemont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gilheim, and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Grave allegations indeed, but you find your logic's flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drelemont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! How are complicit in these crimes? For all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drelemont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. By fang and claw? Oh, that's where that knight is going. That makes perfect sense to me. I say no. These here at you and your allies are no match for the might of Ishgard. How wrong you are, Ishgardian. I have been blasted with all you and your kin. Come, brothers, give me this. My enemies. Whoa! Oh, okay, big. I am reborn. Cinder ground. This but an illusion. Titan enough for me to stand my ground. I'm gonna stand my air as well. Your magics have no power over me, heretic. Oh. Bad. Any more? Okay. My clamors dispelled. Your plane lies in ruins, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many guardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vessel will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brim Front shall fall. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the corrals. His ilk deserves not better. Lahee, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Guardian affairs of state. You give these guys too much confidence. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not a place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front and bring your associates. Roger that. So many roadblocks, but finally, I guess one last roadblock remains, and it is the fort itself. Alfino, good news. Where have you been, Lahee? The false Inquisitor has been slain? Has he? Yes, well, his was a tale I always liked to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I will ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Roger that. I'm gonna secure myself a cup of water. Alfino is eager to enter the stone vigil. As I am sure you will agree, it's past time we enter the stone vigil. Pay Lord Trillemont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow on. Roger that. You owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gilliam would still be among us. free to prey upon the innocent. I see how that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the stone vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Short after you first arrived, I had my men scour our records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at a stone vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as you have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurance that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold on Cortes, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have yet been unable to drive them out, and cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Rillemont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Natalain of your impending visit. May Halon guide you, Science. I expect to go do the dirt work. I trust you will not discuss the events which transpired at Snowcloak too openly. The heretic's dead, and the lords of the high houses know of your deeds. That's what matters. You're far from home, Aura. Aren't they native to the Far East? Eorzea attracts all sorts of people, I guess. I wonder if he's a traveler or if he actually just have been living here a while. I have never heard of any large amount of aura here in Eorzea though. Curious. But I don't have time to muse about the individual's origins. Hail Lahee, Lord Rillemont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. Alright, let's do this. Dragons. So many dragons. This place is in a likely state of disrepair. Whoa! Bad. Ow! Does this place lead anywhere? Lock it shut. This lamp is still lit. Curious. Sure, this torch fire. Oh well, then I suppose they are dragons. Keeping a torch lit should be relatively easy. Well, goodness was a good plan. That one's big. Good. What is this thing doing? Oh, I'm glad I wasn't there. Well, it's dead now. Interesting. What are we gonna get here? And steel ingot. Why was there an ingot there? I guess repair weapons. Okay. everyone come from? Okay. Everything was properly handled. Good. Somebody should close the window. Make things a little bit faster. Oh, interesting. A hat. A seriously dumb looking hat. But it's better than the one I was wearing. Okay. Oh, look at that. Crap, I got distracted. Just die already! Okay. More of these things. Okay, taken care of. This room looks very familiar. Alright. And what do we have here? An airship. Huh. Is that what we are looking for? Look, it's the Enterprise. It is. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare for it for launch. Lahee, You stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until you are ready to depart. Can you manage that, can you? Well, I've been killing dragons left and right in this place. This one is just a bigger one. That settles it then, shall we, Sid? As you command. Let the sleeping dragon sleep. Oh no. That dragon is not gonna stay sleeping, right? So you meant to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Didn't expect to see you here. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixo are nothing if not zealous. That's what Titan was talking about compared to Ifrit. Didn't find him that exceptional. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, the slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assume, of course, you live that long. Dude, you just said I could beat the primal and... Alfino, the dragon! Confound it all! Do you really think a dragon can stop me? Not my first rodeo, pal. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. I do believe that he empowered that thing somehow. Well, so be it. Get out of there. Okay. Off he goes again. Okay. Oh no. Okay, crisis averted. Here we go again. Try not to die again, Mr. Conjurer. It was actually harder than the primals. Well, Washington, even your powered up beasts are no match for me. Alright. I need to keep in mind that if I get overconfident, I'm as good as dead. Another one. Lahee, are you alright? Speak to me. Huh? Yes, I'm fine. 12 be praised, they feared the beast had injured you. Not quite. I see now why others rated you so highly. When you were cocked in the mazes of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was but certain that my next mission would be to find a new champion. Yeah, you won't get rid of me that easily. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, City is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. This is a pity Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If we are all in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain that the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. Isn't understandable. Didn't expect to find this thing as good as it is now. This is also familiar. I know this ice ship. If I could just... Bah, it's no use. Let's go. What's it, the saw at the back? I never noticed that. When I look at her, I feel as though as I've come home. I can think of no other way to express it. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny that the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our regardin jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primer to slay. No rest for the heroic, huh? Gotta say, Curtis was interesting. What an odd people. Some very willing to help you, some very willing to stay on your way. But everyone very passionate. That's the word I was looking for. Very passionate. Well, much better. Those dudes worked well for the climate, but I'm not in Curtis anymore. Why do you tarry, Lahee? Our work is not yet finished. We must proceed onwards until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet. Understood. I understand she is a priority, but is anybody like looking for what happened with those captured by the Empire? Into the eye of the storm. It appears to be in deep in tough. It calms me to look at her. It is as though I've been reunited with a part of me I've never knew was missing. Hardly surprised. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seeds have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this his benighted realm from her talons, we must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. I am not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Halloween Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, up to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may be not enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements. But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Lahee. We speak of the manifestation of over a spectre ether that can be found through Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land and the etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. Which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether comprising in Garuda's barrier into either of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort. However, hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure the crystal of the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertiant, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marcus met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marcus was observed to possess an uncommon knack for the theoretical science. Lahee, I need you to return to Tanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Very well. When I look at her, We are accomplishing things. But being put on the back foot. Lambertian, I presume? Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertian. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. But I wish to stop by now. Yeah, just 2 hours, but my voice is starting to get tired. For some reason, reading is way more tiring than any other type of commentary. So, next Sunday at 8 PM in GM+3, I'll be back playing probably a next fest demo. And failing that, more Planet Crafters. And if the demo is short, we'll probably do Planet Crafter afterwards. And Final Fantasy XIV will be back next Monday and Wednesday at 8 PM GM+3. If you've been watching me on Twitch, you can check my VODs on my YouTube channel. If you've been watching me on YouTube, you can check me live on Twitch. All links are in the description. But for now, I am the Plane Shifter. He is Lahee Eshkree. And we are phasing out. Bye.